Hey guys, day 375 hard. Switching it up on my ruck today. Put my vest on instead of my backpack. I'm out here actually around Richmond Lake, or Ray County Lake maybe. I don't know, it's a conservation area out here somewhere. Anyways, the wife decided that they needed some help at the Humane Society walking some dogs, so I grabbed Gregory here and we went for a walk. We're on our last half mile of a 4-mile ruck, and it's been pretty fun. Gregory and I have got to meet quite a few people out here fishing, having a good time. Trying to get all this stuff done semi early in the morning so I can actually get in the shop today, and I'm gonna knock out some stuff this weekend because I'm gonna be gone the next couple of weeks out in Savannah, Georgia, so you guys can be getting some videos of me out there doing my thing. There's kind of a view of the place. It's pretty nice. All right, guys, just a few thoughts as I drive home. I just kind of wanted to hang out. I didn't really say a whole lot in the video in the lake because I just kind of wanted to hang out, be present. It's kind of fun walking around and just kind of hanging out with the dog. A couple of takeaways, I guess, from that walk. There's a lot of people out there fishing, and I made it a point to stop and talk to, well, pretty much all of them, at least say hi. And it was kind of interesting because, you know, I was wearing a weighted vest, plate carrier, whatever you want to call it. And even though I had a pet, a dog, now I don't know, maybe it's because maybe because it was multicam, it looked law enforcement, I don't know. But not a one of them said hi to me first. I don't know if it's because we're still in that mentality of we're keeping to ourselves and, you know, kind of the COVID mentality. I don't want to talk to you because I don't know if you'll want to talk to me type stuff, so we'll just keep quiet. That's half the reason, that's part of the reason why we're in the situation we're in as well. We've segregated ourselves to our own, I mean, in some cases, even segregated ourselves to just ourselves, not even our families, or even immediate families. We've got to start being a community again. We've got to start opening up and interacting with people again. Now maybe I'm the one person that only, I guess, that hasn't in the last couple of years. But I'm doing my best and making an effort to kind of expand my horizons a little bit, kind of get myself out there again. I don't know if I've become reclused over the last couple of years or just a little jaded, but again, that's part of the reason why we are the way we are, or why this society is the way they are. Another reason that we are that way is because of social media. We tend not to reach out to those, or even those in our immediate family, or those in our immediate circle, or even strangers. We tend not to even talk or strike up a conversation because we get all of our information that we think we need from social media instead of calling somebody on the phone. I mean, hell, now, just a text message. Hey, just reach out to people. Develop relationships again. Just because you know what's going on, or you think you know what's going on in somebody's life because you pay attention to their Facebook feed or their Instagram feed or whatever social media preference you have, does not mean you have a relationship. Half of the people that you consider friends on Facebook, you don't even freaking know. How many of the people that you have, how many people on your profile or on your friends list have you actually talked to in the last year? I would imagine there would be probably a pretty small percentage. When social media came out, it was put out there to be a way to connect people, supposedly. That's kind of the way they marketed it anyways, but in reality, it has actually segregated people and disconnected people because we don't interact anymore. Yeah, I'm using it right now to reach out to people, and hell, I'm telling you, if you want to talk to me, give me a call. I don't pay attention to Facebook feeds. I don't pay attention to Instagram much at all. One other thing that I found interesting, or that I was thinking about while I was walking Gregory, is, and I've heard it from other people, and I can't remember if it was Andy Frisella or if it was Spirko or who, but they made the point that humans have become domesticated. We're no longer the wild species that we used to be. A lot of that has to do with obviously advancements in technology, duh. And even physics can play a role in that, as far as force will take the path of least resistance. I understand that. But as a superior race, we need to understand that, and some of us do, that anything, and it's kind of an analogy as well, anything worth having doesn't come easy. A lot of things that people have these days has just come easy. They've taken the easy path. I mean, I'm guilty of it. Everybody is, to a certain extent, I would imagine. But that's kind of what has led us into this societal decay as well. This isn't an ad, but if it was, those of you who know will think that's funny, and those of you who don't need to listen to Real AF. We need to do better about getting out of our comfort zone. This kind of relays back to what I was talking about earlier, as far as getting out and meeting people, talking to people, putting yourself out there. It's part of the reason why I'm doing this YouTube channel or Rumble channel, depending on which one I get. Both, maybe. Good chance YouTube will probably shut me down at some point in time, as I tend to get lean more political and more Second Amendment friendly. But anyways, we've become domesticated. We've actually become a lot like the dog on the leash. We've got certain. We have rights. We have inalienable rights that were granted to us by God, The Constitution enshrines those rights in a document to keep the government from infringing on those rights. The document does not come from government. The document came before government. The document spells out what powers the government has. That document was drafted and signed by the citizens. In the past, before this monstrous government that we have been on a leash in certain terms, I guess you could say. Except the leash has been morals, not laws. Now it has become more laws than morals. We have in the last 10 years. I mean, I'm only 35, guys. And in the last 10 years, it kind of seems like I'm speaking like an old man. I'm obviously not. But 35 years old. In the last 10 years, the morals of this country have been eroded terribly. And nobody can argue that we haven't gotten more laws on the books. You know, in all reality, the government, other than local government, state and federal government, really doesn't have a lot of effect on our lives in general, other than taxation, which is theft, in my opinion. We need to get back to being a little bit more moral, helping your fellow man, your community. Anyways, guys, enough of my rambling. I hope I've inspired at least one of you, some of you, to get yourself out there, put yourself out there. Go talk to people, make friends, make community. Because at the end of the day, that's what it boils down to. That's what it's going to come down to. So, anyways, like I always say, the only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. We've been doing nothing for quite some time, and we need to quit being the silent majority. You know, they've actually duped us into thinking that it's the cool thing to be the silent majority. Yeah, we are the majority. There's no doubt about it. But we need to quit being silent. Silence and passivity is what has got us into this mess that we're in. The only way we're getting out is if we speak up and change it and be the change that you want. Kind of what I'm trying to do here. Anyways, have a good day, guys.